The light of the anglerfish was enough for my work. There, at the bottom of the sea, I began to build a tower. Time no longer mattered, and I had all the strength I needed. The old men's experiments had given me that much. I can finally see it. The morning sun that has been shrouded from me for centuries. The moment I emerged from beneath the water, the realization hit me like a tidal wave. I knew it. I'm not defective. I'm not a failure. They were afraid of me. They were afraid because they created an adversary even more powerful than they were. The door. I was so convinced all I had to do was make it back there. The door to the laboratory would only open for the vessel of an adversary. I knew I could pass through it. There wasn't a doubt in my mind. Because even if I wasn't complete yet, I was the vessel of the adversary. Or so I believed. All I have to do is make it to the laboratory. From there, I'll be able to figure everything else out. As long as I can make it through the door, I'll become a true adversary. I'm so close now. I just need to build a little higher. I just have to hold out a little longer. I thought I saw it peeking out from below the clouds, beneath that cliff from which I was thrown so long ago. I had finally made it. But that was the moment. The attack came from the sky. The tower I had spent so many years building turned to ash in an instant. That tremendous power came down upon my head. Laying there at the bottom of my broken tower, I had an epiphany. I didn't have to open the door myself. I just had to find someone else who could. I needed another vessel. A new adversary. Yes, one like you. Defective? How dare you call me defective? Spending all their time in that lab must have driven the old geezers crazy. If I could just get out of here, I know I could find a way to fix everything somehow. No! Stay back! Ah! The specter of death had always been near, though sometimes it was a drug injected into my blood. Other times it was a makeshift instrument cutting away at my flesh. Sometimes it even took the form of a living person. But I thought I could survive it. I was certain I was strong enough, because I knew I was the one. I was so sure. Perhaps I am a failure. My body, which had been replaced piece by piece after countless experiments, sank below the waves like a stone. Down I went, further and further. I was sure I'd never again see the sun. And yet even there, at the bottom of the deep, dark sea, there was a light.
Of course. How could I not after what happened last time? Oh yeah, we're old friends. Don't you remember? You blew up my greatest invention. I have to say, that sucked harder than a black hole. Do you know what a black hole generator would have sold for? I should have sent you the bill. You'd never forget a price tag like that. You really don't remember me. I'm disappointed. Or maybe you just don't recognize me without this on. Long time no see. That's what I thought. You knew, didn't you, Father? That things would go this way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no point in lying to me now. I'm going to die here anyway, and... Can't you be honest with me just this once? Kalos' power. Once I had it in my hands, there's no way I could have ever given it up. I felt like a god! You said you weren't disappointed because everything went the way you expected. You knew, didn't you, Father? You knew if I merged with the Guardian, I wouldn't be able to stop myself. Yes, of course you knew. You programmed me that way in the first place, didn't you? My greed, my impulsiveness, all of it. You were hoping I'd neutralize Kalos and slay the vessel of the adversary. Don't you think you bit off more than you could chew? You didn't even lift a finger. It took virtually dying to realize it. I always thought I behaved this way because it was just who I was. The ultimate thrill. I was stupid. I never thought for a moment that I would die. When did you make me this way? Was it when you repaired my broken body after the Arcane River? Or was it even before that? I was just a tool to you from the very beginning, wasn't I? The only thing I ever wanted was to make you proud of me! Or was that just another lie you put in my head? Say something, Father. Tell me I'm wrong! Tell me I'm talking nonsense! Please. You know whatever you say, I'll have no choice but to believe you.
Nikki. I'm proud of you.
I'm gonna tell you something you won't believe because why not? You know Jaren Darmor, God King of the High Flora? I met him once. He came to us when the company first fell apart, and he talked about you. He was planning to break your precious seal stone right from the beginning. Even before you reach the end of the Arcane River. If you're curious, you should go there too. To Odium. That damned place. Let's see. The angle and direction look good. Now's as good a time as any to push off, right? There are worse fates than dying alongside the champion of the Alliance, but I think I'll pass for now. Oh, and if you do meet my father, look after him, will you? And say hi to Kosim for me. No chance of them keeping their nose out of what's to come. Is what I'm feeling now real or a lie? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. In the end, it wasn't all fake, Father. And besides, it really was a thrill.